Hey guys, this is Ray the Messenger. In today's video I'm going to talk to you about how to stop bullying and how you can overcome bullying once and for all. Now let's get right into the video. At first I will tell you a little story about my own self, how I overcame bullying in my own life and how I dealt with it back in the day and then also later in life. So let's get right into the video. For me it all began the bullying back when I was at school. When I was at school I was one of the nerdier kids, so basically I was an easy target. I was pretty weak, I was overweight, so it was easy for other people to target me. Also, I was not from the country itself, so my parents were immigrants, and it was easy to target me. I was just the perfect target. And also one important thing, that I didn't ever stood up for myself back in the day. That also was connected not only to the situation that I was in, that my parents were immigrants, that we didn't have a lot of money, that of course I was skinny fat, I was bad at sports. All these things of course played a role, but the main role also played that I never learned actually how to defend myself. And this is one of the things that you have to realize. When you are getting bullied, or when you are the target of bullying anywhere, this is not only applied to school, this is also applied to your later life, even as an adult, or maybe your daily life. Maybe you're just walking down the street and somebody tries to bully you. Bullying can take on many different forms. It can be either verbal or physical, and back in the day I've experienced both. So I got also attacked, I got assaulted, I got punched, and also I got insulted by many different kids at the school. So I was also laughed at, I got ridiculed. So basically I know all the different methods that a bully implements in order to try to bully you. And in the end of the day, you have to remember that the bully itself, so the bully themselves, they use this strategy in order to feel better. So their strategy is, okay, I'm going to bully this person that is weaker than me so I can feel better about myself. And the interesting thing is, in that situation, the bully and the person being bullied, they're both coming from a low self-esteem place. Because think about it, a person who has a higher self-esteem, or a person who believes in themselves, truly believes in themselves and don't think there's anything wrong with themselves, they have no reason to go out of their way and bully someone who's weaker. They usually will try to help that person or ignore them and care about their own life. Why would you go outside of your way and try to bully some people who are weaker than you, unless you feel that you are insignificant and you need a way to make yourself feel better? So you have to realize that every single bully is coming from a place of insecurity. That's the most important thing. Back in the day I didn't realize that, and I didn't realize that I was also attracting these things. When you are acting like a victim, you will automatically attract people who will fit into the victim dynamic. So you are the victim, and the victim always needs somebody who is the abuser. It's a little bit kind of a psychological game, and one person takes on, in that psychological game, it's a really weird game, the one person takes on the role of the abuser and the other person takes on the role of the victim. And you need to snap out of that. You need to stop that. You need to realize, okay, right now, if I'm the target of bullying, that means that I'm allowing that to happen. I know this is bad to hear for you, maybe, or you don't like to hear this, but that is the reality, right? It is that you are allowing it. It's part of you. And you have to realize, hey, I am actually one of the causes that makes bullying happen in my life. Because think about it. Let's say you are at school, or maybe at work, or on the streets, and somebody would see that you are an easy target because maybe you walk down the street with your head low, and you're exhibiting signs of low self-esteem, or you're exhibiting signs of, oh, I'm an easy target to pick on. Interestingly enough, think about it. If you're in the middle of it, that's a little bit of an analogy, but stay with me. Let's say you're in the middle of a night and you're going to your own home, and you're basically running around with real strong confidence. So you have your chest high, you have your head up high, you're walking with a stride, and you're walking like, okay, nobody can mess with me. Do you really think if somebody would see you like that, or maybe a robber or a person would see you like that, they would be like, oh, that is an easy target to pick, I'm going to attack that person? Or maybe the attacker would be like, oh, that looks like a difficult target. Let's focus maybe on as an analogy, the woman that is walking down the street. Maybe she's even afraid because she watched the news and she's like, oh my god, I'm scared, I hope I don't get jumped. And she's running around fast, and she has her head down, and she's exhibiting signs of fear, extreme fear. And the abuser sees that and sees like, oh, that's easy victim. And the abuser, the bully doesn't want a fight. The bully doesn't want a fair fight. That's an important thing you have to realize in your mind. The bully wants an easy target that makes them feel better about themselves. They want a quick, easy win. They want a low risk win. They don't want a real fight. They're not fighters because, as we've talked about it before, they are also insecure. And not then not a single bully, 99% of the bullies, they don't know really how to fight. They don't know real techniques. Maybe they've done a couple of street fights, so they know a little bit of street fighting, but they're not really trained. They're not really experienced. They never went to a real gym, most of them. And so these people are insecure, and they're looking for an easy win to feel better about themselves. They don't want a difficult fight. They don't want somebody who stands up to them. That's why the second you are going to stand up to the bully and show them real confidence and show them, hey, this is going to stop right now and I'm not taking this, then the bully will probably stop bullying you and he will search for an easier target, because it's like, nah, I don't want to mess with this guy. And of course, how can you do that? That's a great question, right? Because maybe you're hearing this and you're like, oh my god, Ray, that's easy to say. That's easy to say. Oh, just stand up to the bully. I can't, I'm scared. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stand up for them. I don't know what to say. If that's you, then I can give you an important tip. An important tip, the thing that actually helped me in my life, is go out there and find some kind of martial arts training. And I'm not talking about some, maybe not even some Aikido stuff or like that. Just go to a boxing gym, go to a Muay Thai gym, go to a kickboxing gym, go to a wrestling gym, some kind of full contact, or maybe even Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So you need full contact combat sports experience. That is what actually helped me. So when I went to the training and I've had a couple of sparring rounds and like that, I started realizing, oh my god, I can actually defend myself. It's like you realize you are achieving the skills that help you implement more confidence in your life. Because let's say I've been training for a couple of months only, maybe even. So let's say I'm just training a couple of months, and then I'm like, okay, now I know a little bit. So you know a little bit how to fight. So in the end of the day, even if you're not starting a fight, you are not scared if the things maybe have to go there. So imagine that scenario. Let's say you're somebody who's getting bullied and who's weak, and now you're going to the gym training for a couple of months, and then the next time you see the bully, he will try to bully you. I don't know, maybe he will start talking some bad things. And at that point, you're like, oh, but wait a minute. This guy, he doesn't know how to fight, but I kind of know how to fight. So then you can talk back, and then the bully will realize, oh, I think I made a mistake. I think this is the wrong fight. Especially if the bully realizes that you're not afraid. That's always the interesting thing. Most people, 95% of the people, they don't want to fight. They don't know how to fight and they don't want to fight. Especially if they see that you're kind of like, oh, I don't care. Because you have to realize for most people, they've never been in a fight and they don't know how to fight. So they like, their reaction would be like, they will be nervous and they will exhibit nervous behavior. And when they try to initiate an interaction with you where they're like provoking you, or where they're like, oh, now I'm going to try and bully you and go to fight you, possibly, and they see this guy isn't scared, he doesn't care. That's scary. You know what that means? If the other person, if you're going up to somebody trying to push them or bully them and they show 0% of reaction, that either means they know how to fight or they have a weapon. And that automatically means most people are not going to take that fight. So stand up to the bully, learn how to fight. Don't fight, don't use that, but don't use it unless it's necessary. Don't go out there and start punching people in the face, or don't go out there and start taking revenge on the bullies now that you know how to fight. Please don't do that. I'm advocating for you only to learn those skills and to stand up for yourself. Don't run around like, oh, now I'm the guy who knows maybe boxing, now I'm going to punch everybody in the face. Please don't do that, because then you're becoming a bully yourself. So just go to the gym, start training, and that will massively help you. That is what massively helped me also overcome the past bullying that I had. And then in retrospective, sit down and think about, why is this happening to me? Why am I actually being a victim? Why am I not standing up to myself? There are some deep issues probably inside of you that caused this situation. Go inside, write some things, think about it, let some emotions flow, and then you will see clearly why everything happened the way it happened. And then if you then also go to some kind of mixed martial arts gym, maybe you just train complete mixed martial arts, then you will get that confidence to stand up to the bully and show the bully what you're really made of. Please don't start fighting. Just stand up for yourself. If the bully starts swinging, then it's on for the races. Then everything that happens from there is self-defense. Only use it as self-defense. Like I said, don't go out there and attack people. Please, I urge you not to do it. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you could take something away from this video. Yeah, if you liked the video, by the way, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and until next time, have a nice day. Goodbye.